Hola familia, as you remember from last week, our buffing system didn't work, right? The wood one that I did with the threaded rod inside ends in failure because it breaks. But those of you that already knows me a little bit knows that I will not give up with that. So what I did was mix and use some of the suggestions that you bring me and my own experiences, and I was making a new research and everything. So I finally did a new system that it works and actually is much better than the previous one, not just because it works, but because we can use it or we can set it up in several different ways. So I'm gonna bring the camera next to the table and I'm gonna show you what I did and what can we do with it. Well, I was at the Home Depot and I found these nipples in different sizes, right? Then I buy some couplings, I think the name is couplings, which are useful to join two of them, right? So we can mount the different parts of it. Then also I bought also conduit lock nut, which are this kind of, it's like a washer, but it's not, it's a nut, which have these little points which are perfect because are gonna help to hold in place the fabric. So with the small ones, right, we get a nut in there, tied it. So these ones are 3/4, but 3/4 inside, outside are about an inch. So comes perfectly tied. There's no space to move. So then we get another nut. We have to tie it. Then we use a coupling in here. Another coupling on the other side. And we have our piece mounted, right? So what I'm gonna do is tie this one very well on the vise, and then we are gonna move to the lathe and we're gonna see how it works. Well, we are at the lathe, so we have our discs mounts with the couplings and everything, okay? So I get this one is 5 inches long, right? In this case I have a chuck with a small jaws, so I can hold it in there. This is possibly the most important part of it. So I mount it, very stable, tied it, and it, as you can see, it's not absolutely true, but it's my chuck is not absolutely true. This is a cheap chuck, so you cannot expect that this one work as one of the expensive ones, but you see, more or less it's true. Okay, when you have big pieces, you can mount just one of it. You mount one disc, okay, you tied it, you are able to work with one, because it's big, with one disc, and the other don't interfere with your job. Well, until here is easy. So you can untie this disc, get it out, and go to the next, as easy as that. Tie this one, you tied it, and you are ready to go with the next one. Okay, that's easy. But when the piece is not that big, it's an improvement to have the 3 discs on the row. So we tie this one because it's the roughest one. Then we use another one, in this case a smaller. As shorter you use, as less vibration you are going to have, right? So we tie this one here. It will work much better if you tighten it a lot. I'm not going to do it because we are seeing what is going on. Wheel number 2, you tighten it, another coupling, another nipple, sorry. You tighten it, and disc number 3. Okay, and you tighten. At this point, you can use the tailstock. You can enlarge it just if you don't need more, but you can use also a small one, a 3-inch one, works perfect. Tighten here. And now you need, because this is too long, you need the tailstock. You come in here, tighten up, a little bit of pressure, not much, it's not needed, and now you're ready to go. It works perfect. The one that is sold in the shops says that never over 17 or 1800 RPMs. Now it's running at 700, but if we go up now we are in 1700 exactly. It's perfectly stable. Have a little bit of vibration, which is no big deal, right? And if you tighten more, if we get more tension in all the joints, it is gonna go much better. You can void the vibration, tighten all of them, right? So there you have it, 1700 RPMs, 1700 RPMs exactly, perfectly stable, a little bit of vibration, no big deal, and we have our buffing system working. So I think this is a success. Well, as you can see, a modular system that can be mounted 1 disc, 2 disc, 3 disc, depending on your needs. Not really expensive, as we was talking about. There was about $28 for the 2 sets of wheels. With one is pretty good, but I prefer to have these thick wheels that helps to make it, to do the buffing a little bit easier. 2 sets was $28. Then all the couplings and nipples and the washers and everything that I bought this morning at the Home Depot, was a little bit less than $20. So we are talking about a little bit under 50 to have the full system. And I don't know, it's not just the money, but it's the satisfaction to do something on our own. And of course, yes, the money is important as well, and we save a little bit. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So I hope you like it. I hope it's useful for any of you and somebody can have an advantage of it. And that's it for this week. If you didn't subscribe yet, let's do it. You have a button over there. If you want to help the channel, become a Patreon. If you have a comment or a doubt or a suggestion, just leave it down below. And if you like it, just leave a comment. Okay, you have a really nice week, and I see you on Friday, okay? Have a nice week. Bye-bye.